This is definitely the best news to come out of the coronavirus pandemic so far. Dr. Anthony Fauci, a member of the White House Coronavirus Task Force and the top infectious disease doctor in the country, said there may be a couple 100 million doses of a COVID-19 vaccine by the end of the year. Previously, despite Donald Trump promising the country there would be a vaccine sooner rather than later, experts were cautioning that even if one of the current vaccine trials were successful, it would a year to 18 months before the vaccines would be available to the public. During a live session with the Journal of the American Medical Association, Fauci said, "Then, by the beginning of 2021, we hope to have a couple 100 million doses. How big of a hope that is still unknown." The first possible vaccine is being created by Moderna, a biotech company, in partnership with the National Institute of Allergies and Infectious Diseases, where Fauci sits as director. Phase 2 of this trial, which includes a few hundred volunteers, was just begun a few days ago. The doctor is hopeful Phase 3 will start mid-summer. National and international sites are already being prepared, he said, adding, "It's going to be the entire spectrum." The plan for this vaccine is to manufacture doses even before it's known whether or not it will be successful. This will leave close to 100 million doses by November or December, said Fauci. If the trials are successful, it can be given to the public more quickly. Scientists should have enough data to determine the success rate by that time. A similar schedule is being followed by the University of Oxford and AstraZeneca vaccine trial. There are a few other vaccine studies that are expected to start just 1 to 2 months after that. I'm cautiously optimistic that with the multiple candidates we have with different platforms, that we are going to have a vaccine that will make it deployable, explained an optimistic Fauci. While the number of COVID-19 deaths is profound, for the most part people do recover, along with an immune response that can clear the virus. Which tells us, that if the body is capable of making an immune response to clear the virus of natural infection, that's a pretty good proof of concept, he added. Having said that, there is never a guarantee. Many experts are still skeptical the vaccine will even be ready early next year. This is despite 10 vaccines already being trialed and more than 120 others being developed. Trial phases can be delayed, and it may turn out that the subjects in the trial don't end up with COVID-19 protection. This means all those doses being manufactured already would be thrown out. Fauci also has concerns of how durable the immune response will be. Antibodies are developed in people to fight common colds that are brought on by other coronavirus strains, and that immune response only lasts about a year. This would lead to people getting a new vaccine every year, just like they do with the flu. Additionally, there is a major push, Fauci said, taking place on programs that develop monoclonal antibodies, convalescent plasma, and hyperimmune globulin. Like vaccines, there are also treatments that use antibodies, but they're delivered directly, provide more temporary protection, and can also possibly treat people who are experiencing COVID-19 symptoms. Fauci would like to see treatments developed that use monoclonal antibodies or convalescent plasma, as those most at risk and the elderly would be protected by the novel coronavirus's worst symptoms. That's a very, very high priority, he said.